Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Darling, and this is Machine God Eats. And as you can see, I'm out here on a little bit of a nature hike, getting my endurance up, keeping in shape. Somebody asked me in my live recently, do I feel that it's more important to keep your endurance up or to keep your strength up? Well, it's important to keep both up. Building muscle burns fat, but I also believe that your cardiovascular system and keeping your endurance up is one of the most important things that you could do for yourself, and one of the most important gifts that a person can give themselves is to stay in shape through keeping their lungs healthy, keeping their blood flowing right, keeping their joints limber, keeping themselves mobile. And the reason that question came up was because of everything that's going on in the news right now, okay? Everybody's talking about this war over in the Middle East and how it's going to escalate into something that may be a little bit wider. And a conversation came up of a blackout. What if a blackout was to happen? What would you do in the case of a blackout? Do you have the means to stave off having to go outside for a potential long time? And that was the conversation that was being had. And I said, well, once that time is up, let's say you have a month worth of supplies, and if supplies are diminished, then what do you do, right? You'll have to be able to leave. You'll have to be able to get out there and get to some place that has fresh water and potentially food, mostly water. And if you're out of shape, if you have mobility issues, you're going to be left to the wolves. That's a problem, right? That's something that a lot of people don't consider when times are not bad. Just being able to hop over a gate, being able to, like I say, run a couple miles, get up the road if you need to. If where you are is, let's say, hit by something. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen here. It's not a fear-mongering video. I'm talking about being prepared. People always talk about there's not a lot of masculine men left, but when men talk on how to be prepared, a lot of society look at us as being paranoid or fear-mongers, and that's not what we're doing. The reason I'm telling you to be prepared is because there's a lot of uncertainty in the world. They just activated, I think, the 82nd or 83rd Airborne, don't kill me for not knowing which number, to go over to the Middle East to potentially take an island called Karg Island, which is like a choke point in the Strait of Hormuz, where a lot of where a lot of oil comes out of the Middle East, and that affects our petrodollar, our money. And you know, when the government's money is affected, they'll put your life on the line, your kids' life on the line, anybody's life on the line to protect their assets. That's just how it works, right? And their assets is the oil coming out of the Strait of Hormuz, because typically people have only been able to buy that oil using US currency, using our dollars, right? And that's what has kept this pyramid scheme, this Ponzi scheme of an economy up for so long, because everybody uses our money to buy oil. But the Iranians and the people that are running the strait are taxing people and letting them use other forms of currency to get their oil out of there now. And we caused this problem. We can't say that this is an act of aggression directly by Iran without looking at the fact that our president and the people that run our country started this shit to begin with, right? It's crazy. Just a month ago, gas prices wasn't soaring close to $200 a barrel until we decided, at the behest of the country that shall not be named, to strike into the heart of Iran, which is now deepening the fears of young people over here of whether or not they will see war, which they probably will. The invincibility of the United States of America is not guaranteed. It is an illusion, one that is pushed on us in order for us to feel safe and go along with whatever mad campaign they choose to get us in. Oh, we're more than willing to go to war as long as we're only watching it on TV. I don't know how many old heads I just see, we need to stop Iran once and for all. You old niggas ain't gonna go over there and fight. Who is this we shit? It's the young people that are gonna go over there and fight and die. When I see these rich politicians talking about, you're gonna have to send your sons and daughters. You have Steve Bannon talking about, you're gonna have to sacrifice your kids and potentially your grandkids to secure the Strait of Hormuz. I say, fuck you, you elite bastard, all of you. Y'all started this war. Send Barron Trump over there. Send one of them over there to fight for this nonsense. So people are like, should I get in shape? You should always get in shape, always stay in shape, right? I'll be 44 years old this year, and I'm in better shape than most of the young people I work with. That's a goddamn shame. That shouldn't be the thing, but that is the thing. You know, I'm out here in the wilderness a lot more than any of the young people that I know. That's terrible. There should be something else for them to do, right? But everybody's stuck on their screens. Everybody's stuck on their phones. Everybody's stuck on keeping up with the Joneses technology-wise, but essentially leaves their bodies vulnerable and weak, right? That's why these young people are so fucking depressed a lot of the times, because they don't get any sunlight. And I'm not trying to talk down on y'all, but I'm just saying that's the reality of what's going on. But one of the quickest ways for me not to listen to you as a person is for you to pick, you start talking about that Democrat Republican shit, and you don't realize as a human being at this point that they're two sides of the same fucking coin. And when you start hitting me with, oh, the Democrats did this, or the Republicans did this, have y'all not figured out this at this point that they're two sides of the same coins? Do you know that Democrats only have the power that they do because black people are so party loyal to that party? I'm bringing it up for a reason. The Democrats tried to push legislation this week to give illegal migrants who have been affected by ICE reparations, right? To even bring that type of legislation forward is a slap in the face to every black American that has ever even spoke on reparations, whether you're for it or against it. It's a goddamn insult. To sit there and say that you want to give illegal migrants reparations because they've been inconvenienced by immigration and enforcement agents is crazy work. And it's done, in my opinion, purposely as a slap in the face to black Americans. You can't tell me any different. Because what the fuck? And that's just one party. So when you have black people come out and say, oh, this celebrity or that celebrity shouldn't speak against the party, or they're a coon because they don't, you know, they're for this party, it's dumb. Neither party serves you. And as a black person, you don't automatically have to be a goddamn Democrat. You don't automatically have, if it was up to me, you wouldn't be none of that. That shit is dumb. All that shit is stupid. There's two sides of the same bird. And I know people say, there's not two sides of the same bird. You guys shouldn't have voted Trump in, and there's another way to happening. Bro, if y'all haven't figured out the powers that be, whether everybody's loyal to the country that shall not be named. Every politician, Kamala too, and her husband too, they would have done the will of that country, of Israel. Let's just be honest. They would have done it. Kamala too. This war would have started regardless because it is part of their prophecy. There are people that want to see the end of the world come about. I kid you not. There are evangelical Christians that want to see this. They're ready for the second coming of Christ. And there are people that are part of other faiths that want to see certain entities are reborn in this time to enact some type of Armageddon or something on this world. And this is old head. Some of these motherfuckers are in their 80s. They don't care about the world burning. Why would they? Why would they care about such things? What they want to see is it happen because, hell, they get to see it before they go. And if there's some case they can meet some divine entity that will save their damn souls from hell, that's what they're going to do. This is all about trying to control immortality and control the fate of mankind. I know it may not seem like it, but that's what it is. And that's why so many of you guys have like this ominous feeling over y'all and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because of that, you know? How you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Good, good, good. So that's what it is. This isn't like a fairy tale or anything. Good day. Hi. This ain't like a fairy tale. This is like really what people believe. And if people are so deep in their faith to believe that they could bring about the end of the world by, let's say, launching a thermal nuke or, you know, doing something political that's gonna cause some turmoil over there. You know, then at the same time, they can make money off of all of the chaos and all of the death. You know, they're gonna do that. Don't think that you don't live in a world ruled by evil men. You do. We do. Have no illusions that any action that they take is for the benefit of mankind or for your benefit. None of it is. It's all for control. It's all to rule over everything. It's all to turn everything that is natural and beautiful into something that's technocratic and wrong, perverted, against nature. This is what they're about. Their whole purpose is to supplant God. So they don't care about how many of you burn in the fires that they start. They care not. In fact, they relish in it. How many people are willing to sacrifice themselves and their children for their mad ambition? Many. So going back to what I said, stay in shape, stay firm, stay mobile. Because if they come at you, and they can be anybody, you know? What's the duck over here, y'all? I want y'all to see it. It's a duck. Y'all see that duck? It's a duck right there. See? There's a few ducks. And there's a duck right there. But we're gonna leave them. We're not gonna go bother them, though. We're not gonna go bother them. They just eating. They just duckies. Look at them. Look at them, y'all. But yeah, they don't want you to be able to get out here and enjoy this shit. They want control over all of it. They don't want you to have nothing, you know? Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. This is lovely. Look at that. Historical bridge. Please watch your step. Will do. Let me show y'all some of the scenery real quick. Some of this old school scenery. It look like I'm on somebody's plantation. Yeah, I done found myself on somebody's plantation out here. I see some niggas working the field pretty soon. That's crazy work. Let's walk this bridge. This is beautiful. This is nice. But yeah. Oh, this is cool. I don't know. But like I'm saying, especially to young people, if y'all don't, I know everything is about work, 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 get the bag, get the bag, get the bag. But take some time for yourself to get out and enjoy life, all right? That's what they don't want, man. They want us all stressed out. And especially if you are a part of the military and you're a young person and you do have to go over there and fight. There's no shame in not following orders that you feel are unjust. Just know that there are consequences for any action that you take, whether it be just or unjust. If you are part of the military and you decide that you don't want to go and fight, or you're not going to go over there and sacrifice yourself for the country that shall not be named, because that's what it's about. They're not sending their people, they want to send y'all. Then don't do it. And if enough people do it, I think it'll send a big enough message as to we ain't a part of that, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want us to fight, y'all gonna have to make us fight, you know? Honestly, I'm over here walking around. I know I'm trying to make this video, but as I'm walking, stuff is starting to look more and more like Dark Souls and shit. Y'all know that part of not Dark Souls, Elden Ring, the part of the Elden Ring where all the people are dancing and they having like the party, and it's just like, where the fuck am I? Where the fuck am I? Like literally think about it. Where am I right now, brother? I'm just out here in a wild. But ain't no shame in saying I'm not gonna fight a war that ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't care. I'm gonna sit here for a minute. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk because America has a problem. America has a problem of convincing young people that it is the most righteous thing in the world to go and kill and die for people that don't give a shit about you. I'm talking about the wars that I've seen. Like I said, I'm a deserter. Once they said we were going to Iraq, I was like, no, not I. That ain't got nothing to do with 9/11. That ain't what y'all told me we were signing up for. And at the time, I believed that 9/11 was actually done by, you know, the people they said they was done by. So all of a sudden we go on Iraq, I was like, I'm not doing that. And, you know, ultimately they arrested me and all that other stuff for it. But it is what it is. I'm glad I didn't go, because I look at the people that did go and I look at how they're neglected. I look at how, you know, they don't get some of the benefits that they're entitled to. I say entitled. Our soldiers are entitled. You know, people even right now want to question, oh, are you really disabled? Everybody's disabled. Every soldier's disabled now. Y'all just get disabled for anything. Y'all get disabled for paper pushing. You didn't see no combat. All that bullshit that soldiers, veterans have to go through just to get any benefits. They shouldn't have to jump through all those hoops to get benefits if they were going to put their life on the line and sign up to go. Never mind, I'm not going to go into that. But just the fact that y'all even have to, that veterans even have to go through the shit that they go through to get whatever little benefits they do should tell you enough that you should not sign up to go fight these people's war. Fuck them. Okay, Iraq, Afghanistan, what do we get out of that? We left Afghanistan with our tail between our legs. I'm talking about as our soldiers had to like literally get out of there, and they end up killing like what, 14 to 17 of our people, getting up out of that bitch as sloppy as they did. Y'all remember this just a couple years ago. You had the fucking Arabs hanging off of the goddamn fucking A-160 or whatever the fuck that plane's called, falling all off and shit. That's how we left Afghanistan. Iraq right now, we don't control Iraq. We don't benefit from that shit. Gas prices and everything, inflation hasn't fucking stopped. Most of you young people will never fucking own a house, and that's how they're gonna get you. Oh, if you sign up for this shit, we'll help you buy a house. We'll get you guys a house. That's how they gonna get you. That's why they make it so hard to fucking get it. But I want you to know something. You'll never own that fucking property. You always have to fucking pay property taxes on it. They'll always be able to take it from you. Don't ever let them fucking trick you with some GI Bill or some bullshit like that, because it's a lie. Don't let these old motherfuckers and sisters say, oh, it's patriotic to go over there and die, get you jazzed up to go over there and get blown up on Carg Island. Fuck them, bro. And like I say, look at what happened in Iraq. Look at what happened in Vietnam. All those people were fucking abandoned. You think you would be any different going over there to fight in fucking Iran? Hell no, bro. For fucking the Epstein class, for the fucking Epstein class, for these motherfuckers, no. Don't go over there and die for perverts. Fuck them. Let them go over there and die and get blown up and get maimed and get psychologically fucking scarred for their mad ambition. You don't do it. Let them do it. Let them do that shit. If you gonna get in shape, if you want to get your endurance up, you get it. You do that for you right now. Don't worry about the bombs. If the bombs come, we'll deal with that then. But you want to be in shape for that shit. If the missiles come, you want to be in shape for that shit. But I don't give a fuck who the leadership is here. I don't care. Ain't nobody gonna come over here and just start running shit. I don't give a fuck if it's the Chinese, the Iranians, nobody. Nobody. And that's the fallacy that they had, going over there thinking that you're just gonna bomb leadership up and think that everybody's just gonna capitulate to whatever you decide is gonna happen. That's not how that works. That would be just like them coming over here and like doing away with our leadership, and they think we just gonna like bend just because they do that. No, they'll have a fight ahead. Like, we don't give a fuck. Take them. This is still our country too. You'll have to fucking fight us to get this bitch. Same shit applies over there. You don't think them people ain't got no heart? You don't think them people don't have no pride in the fucking land that they live on? You think it's all just about the leaders? Ain't got shit to do with the leaders. Fuck the leaders. Fuck our leaders. Fuck all these leaders. You ain't never been able to just conquer a fucking country. Oh, we take out the leaders. Half the fucking people don't like the leaders. Half the people don't like our leaders here. You take out most of our leaders here, most people won't have a party. But the next day, I don't give a fuck who you think you are. You ain't gonna come over here thinking that you're just gonna run through shit. That ain't how that works. So yeah, keep yourself prepared, keep yourself ready. But keep yourself ready for yourself in general, whether there's a war or not. You feel me? So with that being said, y'all, I done walked so far off of a beaten path, I done found my way back outside the park. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my little rants or whatever. I hope you guys aren't so paranoid to think that the world is any worse for the wear than it's ever been. The world has always been fucked up, right? But you have to find a way within all that fucked upness to live your life. Fuck what the Democrats are doing. Fuck what the Republicans are doing. Fuck what the so-called leadership wants you to do. That don't mean nothing. You know? Fuck them. Do what you need to do to take care of you and your people. And if that means you not going over there to get blown up, or if it means you going over there to get blown up and maybe getting you some benefits to help you and your people, then you do what you got to do. But you do it for the reasons that benefit you, not the reasons that supposedly benefit the so-called illusion that is America, right? Your loyalty to America and to this country has nothing to do with a flag. It don't have nothing to do with the Star-Spangled Banner and all that nonsense, that bullshit. It's the real world. It's the people. It's the environment. It's the land. It's this that exists even without that, you know? It's the fact that it does run, that we the people run it. The government don't run this shit. You can take out every leadership now. The light is still gonna be people going to the power plants to keep the lights on. It's still gonna be people going to the water purification plants to keep the water pumping and fresh. Because it's the people that do it, it's not the leaders. You see what I'm saying? And say, oh, well, if the money stop. Well, the money stop, we still gotta drink, we'll figure something else out. That's what people do, we adjust. The leaders have gotten people thinking that, oh, we need the government, we need them to tell us how to run, when we've seen that these motherfuckers are so corrupt, they don't give a fuck about nothing and nobody but their money. So with that being said, I know I've been saying that already. I'll catch y'all next time, okay? Bye-bye.